Formtitan video, and in this video we'll talk about the Formtitan docusign, how to enable smart validation on your Formtitan docusign. So here's my document here at the moment, and it's just pushing to the contracts object. The fields here are just pushing to the contracts and creating a record in there. However, that's not what we want to talk about. We want to talk about smart validation on here. So how does that work? Okay, so for example, I've got a contacts object and I've got a record in there called Joe Blogs. So just wait for this to refresh. And we got Joe Blogs, and this is his personal email address. Okay, and what I want to do is send him a contract, but only allow him to log in if he's got a Salesforce record. And by Salesforce record, he's as a contact, and he can use his personal email address to log in. And I'll show you how it works. So let's go back to our docusign document here and click on document access. We are going to select public and we're going to select smart V. That's one way of doing it, so I'll show you how this is done. And then, if I get rid of these, I'll show you how to enable smart V. What you need to do is select the contact where the smart V exists. For me, it's contact. Then we'll add fields to display. So I'm going to add 3 here. First is going to be contact ID. Second is going to be email, because that's what we're going to use to authenticate. Get rid of this. Let's just choose email. Tell you what, we'll just get rid of it and add it again. So we're going to do email, and then we're going to use a secret key. And what's a secret key? It's something that's held in the record here. Right here, it's a secret key, and it's just a text box for me, but you can call it a numeric field, and it will store a 5-digit code in there every time a user tries to log in. And we're going to place value for contact ID, email for email, and secret for secret. That's all you have to do. Now click apply, click save, and what we're going to do is we're going to publish this. So this is the URL, and I'm just going to copy this and paste it in the browser. And wait for this to load. And you can now see that there's a document, but I have to sign in, so I have to put in my email address. And remember, this will only work if the email exists in the contact record in Salesforce. So here's my email, and what this is now going to do is send me a code. So if I go to my personal email over here, I should have a code sitting in there waiting for me. So here it is. Here's the code, 53888. 53888. And if we continue now, I can now go ahead and sign this document. I can say Joe Blogs. Oops, so we can just mark this as 6. Joe Blogs. Test Street. Test City. Bama, and then we'll call this United States. And then we'll go ahead and just select one of the existing signatures like this. And then we can finish sign. And once this is finished, this has now been submitted. So if I check my email, there will be an entry waiting for me. Wait for that to come through. So that's one way of doing it. However, if we go back in here now and just clone this document and say, call it clone C. Another way of doing it is this. If you got it in here, you can do, instead of public, you select private, and here you can assign who the user is going to be. I'm going to say it's going to be me, but for you it can be anybody else. Alright, here we go. Joe Blogs. And I'm just going to pop in my personal email in here. And then we're just going to check it. And now if I save it, and then I go ahead and publish it, it's going to send that email directly to this email. So if I go and refresh this, there you go, you are requested, hey Joe Blogs, you're requested to sign this, and I click it, and I have to do the same thing here again, enter my personal email address. Notice it will not work if I put another email address like this. Like, it won't work at all, because it will just send you a password, the password won't go anywhere. So what you need to do is make sure you type your email in there, and then you should be good to go. And that's literally about it. All you have to do is configure it, send it to the person, they have to log in using the two-factor authentication code, and then you're good to go. And that's how it's done. That's how you enable smart validation on your DocuSign.